hope you're all doing really, really well. Welcome to Psychic Readings Live. You're with Amira, and we're going to be doing a candle wax reading for Lorraine, and we're going to be going into any super chat questions you might have and answer any of your questions, get some information, spill the tea. What's going on, everybody? The moon's in Cancer, so it's a nice relaxed at home type of evening or daytime, wherever you happen to be. Do a shout out if you're new or like on arrival, and also let me know where you are if you're new, where you are. Yeah. Okay, everybody. How is everyone going? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. All right. I'll wait till a few of you come in, and I'm going to start off with the candle wax reading. So if you're going to get a message through somebody else's reading as well, so some of you will get a sign, a symbol, a message, something strong through someone else's reading or through the general reads if we've got time to do any general reads today. So we're going to do that. So I'm going to do this candle wax reading. Got the large pumpkin here. And I did put the blood of Christ on it as well to remove any negative energy, to get rid of any naysayers, to expel any sort of curses or evil eyes, etc. And talking about the evil eye, if any of you have been practicing that little video I sent out to some of you for the evil eye repulsion, I have had good reports back about it from some of my friends saying that they have found very, very good results. So I hope it's working for you if you have it. If not, let me know. Okay, so let's have a look at this lovely candle for Lorraine. Do a shout out, everyone. Hi, hi. Okay. This lovely, beautiful pumpkin. Very nice. Getting like a horse's head here, so I feel like there's some sort of action coming up, and there could be somebody also born under the year of the horse as well in the Chinese horoscope. So that's to be kept in mind. I might have to pop this on the side, this candle, because it's a little bit intrusive. All right, okay, so let's have a look and see. Candle wax reading. What's going on? Well, we've gotten rid of a couple of evil eyes here. 3 actually. There's 2, 3, 4. So we've gotten rid of a couple of those evil eyes. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing to note. Yeah, that's a really good thing to note. Sorry guys, I've got to get, I don't like things running on my lives. Yeah, there seems to be still something underneath there that wants to come out. So it's still releasing. It's still releasing and reverberating. Yeah, it's still getting rid of stuff, toxic stuff that shouldn't be there. So that's a good thing. We've also got an actual head of a pumpkin here. Can you see that? Like a little emoji of a pumpkin with the little eyes, and it looks like a little Halloween character. 3 of them, a ghost, a little pumpkin head, and another little gremlin or something. So you might be feeling like people have been ganging up on you, but you've got the upper hand here. You've definitely got the upper hand. You've got the spirits and gremlins and all sorts of things turning in your favor. So that's good. So that's good to know. Good to know exactly that. All right. Yeah, it's still giving some juice, getting rivers of light coming in here. Rivers of light, getting that song, that music, or something to do with a river. Rivers of light, powerful beat, that one. Okay, I think it had a connection to New York actually. I've got a crescent moon here that's kind of coming out of a half moon or going into a half moon. So something significant happening around that time. I've also got an angel dropping something on you, dropping fairy dust and sprinkling something here. So I feel like there is somebody in spirit watching for you and helping you with this. I do feel something significant is going to happen around Halloween that's going to be very impactful for you, and that's coming up at the end of the month, so it's going to be really good. So I feel like all of this will be settled. The dust would have settled, and you're getting sprinkle, you're getting love and greetings and protection and some sort of benefits, payouts, bonuses, advancements, new jobs, something going on that's really good here with an angel that's looking after you. And I feel like it's your mother in spirit looking after you. Yeah, I feel like it could be your mother or your grandmother, whoever you felt closest to, the grandmother or the mother. I'm also getting somebody here with a dog. I feel like if you do go into the house helping people at home, I do feel like this person will have a dog with them. I'm not getting a small dog. I'm kind of getting a medium-sized dog. It looks like a Dalmatian or something like that, like a black and white sort of spotted dog. That could also be a dog in spirit if it doesn't show up soon. It could be a spirit animal as well, a spirit pet that you have passed over, who is with this person who's giving you this fairy dust and opening a stream of wealth for you. So I do feel like there is also here a masculine energy, and it's opening up a stream of wealth. So I feel like this person is going to bring you in a husband, bring you in a benefactor, bring you in a really good boss. I feel like it's male. Got a love heart here that I'm just messing up. Yeah, so I do feel like they're bringing in something really, really good. Yeah, there's lots of streams coming out there with that image. Okay, with the spices and the repelling agent, I will say. The repelling agent. This here reminds me of a flower that's kind of like sighing or hasn't woken up yet, or sad, a sad flower. So it's saying not to be sad, that things are going to rise again, that things are not going to be the same as they were before, that these things do pass. This too does pass. There have been some movements, dramas and incidents that's been going on for some of you, and I do know that for Lorraine it has been a difficult time. So these things do pass, and it's going to pass quickly. Oh wow, we've also got a witch here. You are going to weave some magic here, Lorraine. You're going to bring in somebody beneficial, somebody who's going to shift the parameters for you and shift the goalposts is what I'm seeing. Lots of moons here. So there's a lot of cycles with the moon, especially around the half moon. I'm getting a half moon here as well. And that's often on symbols of the moon and the sun. And I feel like that's like a marriage type of energy, the moon, and then we've got a sun over here. So I feel like when these two join up together, I feel like there is a collaboration and a union here. I would say despite what's been going on, I feel like it's time to be shopping for a husband. And I know that sounds weird, but sometimes people can come in very, very strange and unexpected times. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting a map here. Looks like Africa, it looks like South America, it looks like a continent. So it could be South America, considering you're in North America. South America. Could be Colombia, because Colombia's up here. So there's references here for South America. So I do feel like there could be some sort of connection with somebody in South America. And Colombia is officially in South America. It's not central, so it is in South America. Okay. What else have we got here? Yeah, the sun and the moon connecting. It's also looking like half a love heart. It's like the other half is yet to come and it's not far away. We also have a worm. Even though your record was flagged at your job place or something was flagged, I do feel like there's a worm in there. And this removal liquid is getting rid of that worm. It's getting rid of that worm. Yeah, getting rid of the worm. So it's still working for you. It's still happening and it's still working. There's a worm there. There could be somebody there that was jealous of your position or wanted your position or something like that as well. Okay, I've got something here that looks like an ET face popping out here. Can you see that little ear and the face? Could also be a little dog like a chihuahua. There's lots of animals here, pets, but it could be an ET. So it's about other forces working for you and with you and protecting you. I also feel protecting your head is important as well. Protecting your crown. 100%. If you've noticed, there's quite a few people on YouTube doing readings who protect their crown. I have noticed that, and I think they do it for a reason. Okay, I've got a seahorse here, and that looks a little bit like a duck or a platypus as well. A platypus is a very unusual Australian animal. It's amphibious, and it lays eggs. So also the seahorse is an unusual animal as well, seahorse creature. So it's about really stepping into your own individuality and shining your light. It's really popping you up in visuals. So you're going to get noticed more for whatever reason, and you're going to keep it together. When you go to see the judge or the jury, you're not going to get a jury, but the judge, I feel like it could be dropped. I'm going to do a card on that. I feel like something could be dropped. I'm also getting here a Christmas tree. I feel like things by Christmas will be a lot happier. By the Christmas time will be a lot happier. This to me looks a bit like a dragon, like in the Chinese dragon elements. Also, there are some little dragons and things that you can get that are good for feng shui, for protection and that type of thing as well. Just little amulets and little statues and things like that. So you might get one of those too. I would absolutely suggest an evil eye protection amulet for you as well, like a necklace, something like that, because it's going to stop you from saying things that could get you into trouble as well, and repel anything else that carries on. I feel like the person that was instigating this fight or dilemma with you was actually on something. I think she was on some sort of substances. There's something back, and I feel like she's got regrets now. Your back's turned, you walked away from the situation. There is a message though, there's a bubble message. Could be a text, it could be a message through your landlord saying, I'm happy if we drop charges or something like that. I feel like there's going to be some sort of an agreement. You want to get this expunged off your record, whatever it is, and it's not going to stick. So I feel like it's going to be removed. I just got sidetracked here because of this lovely tiger or leopard. Okay, can you see that face there? That this is your fierceness and also your strength, and to act quickly on things. Not so much the panther, but the leopard. The leopard looks like a leopard. And to camouflage yourself and work in stealth as well, to work behind the scenes. It's also giving you a lot of courage and power. So use that spirit animal to help you move forward as well in this situation. You do have the power here, so it's about embracing the change and the power. There's also going to be some good money coming in, I'm seeing too. There's a lovely palm tree or a four-leaf clover. So flowers. So that's love, happiness, romance. That's tropical destinations, and also luck. Luck in love, and luck in also finding this situation. Yeah, the evil eye is definitely working for you. You've got the eye here, protection. There's also a funnel here. It's like something is going to funnel down in your direction. So you will be given something. Something is going to be funneled your way, and I feel like it's from spirit. There's also a bull's head here. Looks a bit like a Taurus head. So there could be a Taurus here involved with you moving forward. hopefully it's a good Taurus and one that you want in your life and not a difficult one. Now we've got another love shape here as well. And somebody's admiring you. I do feel it's admiration. There's definitely this river snake weaving its way down. Yeah, weaving its way down. And there's a little kitten here, a little smiley face kitten in the base of this, saying 2 cats actually. So there's somebody here with animals. And if it's not you because you don't have pets, there's animals in spirit, yes. And also there's animals around you with someone. And there's somebody coming in who's going to be a client who's got animals. So it could also be somebody who wants company and wants you to also kind of like treat their animals well, if you know what I mean. You might take them for a walk or do something like that. Hi, Lorene, how are you? I hope you liked your candle. Yeah. I need crown protection all the time, Mystique says. This is Lorene's candle, but some of you are going to get a message through the candle because a lot of you are connected through the, you know, the ethers. A lot of you are connected through the ethers. And if you're drawn to watching this live, often we are all connected. We're all connected in Egypt, ancient Egypt. We've all been connected in past lives somehow. You've been brought into my life for a reason. And I feel like something to do with my Lilith, because I've got Lilith in Aries, and it's wherever you've got your Lilith is where you help other people. And the strength, the good thing about Lilith is that the strength of Lilith will benefit you. So my Lilith has given me more courage to stand up for my rights. So that's where I bring in the message for you, is to stand up for yourself, to have more courage, and also to stand up for your rights and be powerful in your own self. Yeah. So where you felt powerless in the past, where other people have taken your power, is where this Lilith comes in to help you get your power back. You like your candle, trying to keep it together. Okay, you went down to the office. Did you go down to the office? What did I want to ask the cards? I wanted to ask the cards if you're going to be, there was one question there I had in the candle. If you're going to be, if she's going to drop charges, if there's going to be an agreement. Are charges going to be dropped, or there's going to be an agreement to drop? I feel like she was on something. Definitely. High as a kite. Yep. Okay. Yeah, you feel like the damage has been done already. You feel like it's been done already. You also feel like you've got to watch your back. You're not trusting anyone right now. Things are very up in the air. But you might float it out there to your landlord and just say, would she be willing just to drop all of this? You know, once she calms down, because I feel like at some point she will calm down. Yeah. But I feel like she's on some sort of stimulants, like to keep her awake to study or something. Like she's on something. Okay. Did you have any traction, Lorene, with work or anything like that, or your job, or getting some sort of unemployment insurance? I suppose it takes a while for them to get it to you, but I hope you've made some traction. It's been the weekend, so maybe you haven't done that yet. Okay, just going over to Mystique. Mystique, thank you for your donation for your candle. The 2 small pumpkin candles did go. I did burn one earlier on and it did go. So the one I have for you, which I think is going to get rid of negativity and also open roads and scare off any of the people who are holding you back, is this one. It's another one of these blood dripping candles. Like, it's got the black and the red, which is quite nice visually to read. And it's going to give you some sort of power. So I'm going to do this candle for you if you don't mind. Just let me know. if you don't mind. I know that you booked the small pumpkin, but all the pumpkins have gone now, and I've got 2 of the bleeding trees, and I also have a slightly larger one, which is a tombstone. Okay. Oh, you've got an interview tomorrow. Excellent. So you've got 2 things going on tomorrow. Very, very good. Yep. Very, very good. Yep. So super chats are open, everybody. Super chats are open. Hi, Mystique. I'm ready for things to happen already as far as love and the move. What to expect. Okay. Oh, that's okay. You don't mind the candle. Yeah, I think that's a nice one. I think it's a good one for you. Yeah, I picked that one for you, so I feel like it's a good one. Did you do the walkthrough with your daughter? Did you do that whole thing on the weekend? Did you do the apartment walkthrough? Any news with signing that apartment deal? God, it's taking so long, but it's okay. Yeah, I know you're impatient. Yeah, so am I. Yeah, you're ready for a move, Mystique. You're ready for a move. And I must say, look, I've noticed a lot of people are very stuck lately, but I did have some news yesterday from a girlfriend of mine who's a Cancer, who just sold one property and she's selling another one and she's buying a bigger one. So, and she hasn't had a move or a shift or change for a really long time. So that's kind of given me hope that something is shifting and moving and happening. So so that is good news. Good news. Yep. They weren't available on the weekend. Oh my God. She's getting it set up this week. She was waiting to hear back from them. Maybe she needs to call them. I suppose you can call them Monday morning and just book an appointment really quickly Monday morning. You know, it's really strange people are not working on weekends anymore. Like a lot of these agents don't work weekends at all anymore, but I suppose it's a government, sort of tied in with a government organisation, isn't it? And just back to you, Lorene, I feel like the candle's still moving for you. It's still working. So don't give up hope. Just keep going. Yep. You said to your daughter it's the longest process you've known. Yeah, exactly. It's okay. I think at the moment there's just a lot of people. There's a lot of things, you know, there's a lot of things to check off the list. There's a lot of people, a lot of applicants. There's just a lot going on. Yeah, but I would say if they do want her to do a walkthrough and they've said she's going to sign and or she's signed or whatever, I would call first thing Monday morning and get yourself in there as soon as possible. A lot of these people are very lazy. They don't want to work anymore. A lot of people don't want to work anymore. Yep. Because of their wages, because of whatever's going on. You know, this is why a lot of the AI is going to come in to replace the jobs of people who don't want to work anymore. Yeah. That's what's going to happen moving forward. All right, you ready for things to happen already as far as love and this move? What to expect? Okay. Hi, Cassandra. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Hi, Michi. How are you? Oh, she didn't seem surprised, Michi. You told your client about the money. Yeah, well, it's good to just put it out there. Yeah, she probably knows what's going on. That friend of his is probably light-fingered. He's probably going in there and taking stuff. Yeah, so wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Not to be a bugaboo, it's taken 3 weeks already. Yeah, that's a long time. But if it is something connected to a list or a government or a lottery thing, then I think that these things can take time. Hi, Tamika, how are you? It's going to be hard as the years go by with AI. Well, It's going to be hard and easy on in some level too. Hi Maria, hola amor, how are you? I see all the Argentinians are taking over Brazil. They're buying up big in Brazil. Yeah, property, real estate. Yeah, hotels, stuff like that. Okay, I'm ready for things to happen. What to expect for Mystique? What to expect for Mystique? Okay, there is a move imminent, leaving the past behind you, big change, thank God for that. Moving things out, getting rid of things shifting. You've got more patience underneath there, but also abundance. At the end of it, you've got the wish card. You're going to feel very, very happy, elated, that things are finally shifting in your favor. Also work-wise, things moving forward. And there is going to be some speed here. Something's going to happen quite speedily. Yeah, crying over the past, crying over spilt milk, letting things go. Letting things go. There will be an offer from someone coming in. Is that a man? Could be a man who is a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We've got a nice Ace of Cups presentation here as well. And the Knight of Cups. Who is the Knight of Cups? And what is he up to? Something quick is going to happen. It's like a blink of an eye. I know that some things have taken time, but once something is signed, sealed, and delivered, it is going to move. Yeah, you've got a man who is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising coming up here. It might be that you've had a lot on your plate and you may not even like him at first, but he's got something for you. He's coming towards you big time. Yeah, he's got something for you, definitely. Definitely. Okay. Hi Maria, hola. Will Melissa eventually leave the office? Oh, good question. Hope it's someone local and legit. Yeah, I feel like it's local. I feel like it's local. There's water around him, so he might live near the water, near the river, near something with a water feature, a pond, a fountain, or something like that. Maria, will Melissa eventually leave the office? Good question. Will Melissa eventually leave the office? Yeah, I did always sense that you were going to meet somebody at your new complex. Yeah. How are you going to get in there, Mystique, without them knowing that you're living there? How is that going to work? Have you thought that through to make sure you don't get into trouble? Maria. Lots of trees, that's good. Okay, Maria, yeah, something is going to shift and change. Things might be up in the air at the moment, but something definitely shifting and changing, moving forward. Yeah, moving forward. Yeah, this person is very much like hanging on with her nails, like her fingernails. It's like she's hanging on with her last resources. I do feel she's going to go because she's not happy with the money, or she's not happy with the stress. There's some stress that she's under. I do feel like she will go, yes. There's a guiding light here. You're saving money as well, which is good. Okay, will this... What was her name again? Let's check her name. Melissa. Will Melissa leave? It's giving me a yes straight away. Let's get a timing on it. Will she leave in October, November, December? I feel it's December. She might leave at the end of the year. Yeah, let me do a roll on that. Let's roll a stone on that one. Okay, autumn, winter, and summer. So fall, winter, and summer. So the end of autumn going into winter. Yeah, I feel like she should be gone by then. Yep, she should be gone. But as you know, these people, there's always somebody in the workplace, isn't there? So if it's not her, it could be somebody else. I mean, sometimes it's the devil you know that your devil you don't know, in a certain sense. I also got a flash. It's strange. Yeah, Tamaki, like Florida. Yeah, I also got a flash in that candle wax reading for Florida with that palm tree for Lorene or for somebody else. But I didn't say it because I thought, well, maybe it's another tropical place. But it could be Florida. I was picking up Miami. Very much South Florida. And also Orlando as well. Okay. Mystique. Yes, I think you need a plan to keep a low profile because, you know, you're not extremely quiet in a good way. You're friendly and bubbly and out there. So you've got to try to go in very, very quietly in this situation, I feel. And just really watch who you're talking to and who you're speaking with. I would also say that, you know, it'd be nice to have a boyfriend to go and spend a couple of nights with a week away from the apartment and then go back, you know. But you want a husband, not a boyfriend, so you have to work on getting that husband in. Somebody completely different to what you've dated before. It's going to be the only way. Oh, that's right. You sent me a message about something to do with your Jupiter. I had a flash about that as well. Yeah, so don't take a boyfriend just because of the property. Yeah. Because they'll start looking at your car and stuff like that. So just be careful where you park your car, you know, and all of that. You know, you might go over there and cook for your daughter. If they ask you, what are you doing here or something, you might be just cooking, you know, that type of thing. I don't know if legally you are, you know, legally you should be allowed to sleep there unless there's something in the lease that says legally she's not allowed to have any visitors. You know, there's some leases that say you're not allowed to have any visitors after a certain time. Nobody's allowed to sleep over between this time and that time. Etc. So check that out thoroughly. How to talk with my friend Tomikia in AI. Would it have been a good idea to go? Would it have been a good idea to go to anywhere? We're not supposed to sleep there longer than 3 days or else you're considered a tenant. Is that 3 days in a month or 3 days in general? You're supposed to be on the lease. If you're not on the lease, you should not be staying there for more than 3 days at a time. Oh, okay. That's basic Michigan. Well, I'm glad that you've checked that out. And you took a real estate course because you remember that one. Okay, good. But check her lease as well because it could be something in, you know, something specific in the government or whatever. 3 days at a time. Okay. Well, that's not too bad. But I would say at the same time, Mystique, keep on looking for other opportunities and your own place as well. just in case you get stuck. You don't want to have to feel like you've got to go back to your mother's or anything like that. She's upset and doesn't understand why I chose not to stay with her. Is that your friend in Alabama? Look, it's not easy just to move states like that without a job, and she hasn't gone, you know, above and beyond to try to get you a position at her company that she said she would. You considered living there if you stayed there 3 days straight or more and must be on the lease. Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. You've got to clean up your credit score, Mystique. That's the only way it's going to be resolved. And I believe it's about getting rid of that car note. And I know that you said that it puts you behind, but it doesn't make sense. If you pay off a car note, it should get better. If you pay it off completely, if you sell the car and pay off the car note, it should get better. Yeah. So if she's in a good part of town, you might want to sell your car and just do Uber or something. And then nobody's going to keep track of you in your car and your comings and goings and stuff. I would not worry about your friend in Alabama at all. And you don't like, yeah, it's too country and it's too poor. Alabama's poor. You've got to go with somewhere where there's money. Yeah. Yeah, but if it's not, or if it hasn't already built up your credit score, then it's not working. And you don't need to be paying, you know, debts and interest on cars. Cars are not a good investment on a loan. They're just not. Yeah, yeah. The Ramsey show will tell you that. I'm sure you've watched it. Hi Elaine, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Welcome everybody. Super chat questions are open. If anyone wants to ask a question, just do a super chat and I will answer your particular question. Okay, Elaine, I'm coming down to you. Let's have a look. All right, thank you for the 5. The first neighborhood where I was delivering packages in Indiana looked affluent. It is some single men. Are there some single men in that area? Oh, cool. You've been delivering packages. Excellent. Good for you. Good for you, Elaine. Okay. You're getting out there and seeing some stuff. Indiana. Indiana. I suppose it depends where in Indiana. I mean, there's probably more men in Chicago than in, you know, than a town in Indiana or a city, but it doesn't really matter. It's about where you position yourself and what's around you. And what energy you have there, what vibes you've got there, etc. If you feel safe, if you feel protected, and all of that sort of stuff. Well, if you've been delivering packages to Indiana, you might want to set up some dates there and check it out. Okay, well, the money has been stressing you, but you're looking at that. Looks like maybe the rentals there are cheaper in Indiana. it sounds a bit country to me as well, and Indiana does, but that doesn't mean you're not going to meet somebody. I'm getting like pharmacist, somebody who works in like a store that looks like a pharmacy or around that, like a lawyer, a pharmacist, something like on a main street, that type of thing. I wouldn't just up and go to Indiana without really checking it out. Yeah, you want to have a relationship there with somebody and have somebody propose for you to come down and live there. That would be the ideal situation. There is a change coming up for you though. There's a big change. It looks like it's good. It looks like you do want to get on the move and move out, move around, do something. There's more money to be had for you as well. You've got more money coming in. You are going to try to make something happen, shift the energy, and somebody will be noticing you for your talents. You're keeping on top of a situation that's looking bleak. Somebody will be noticing you for your talents, and it could be on an emotional level. It could be on a romantic level as well. I'm getting a B sounding initial for a guy, first, second, or last name. You might just have a last name like Brown, or also the brownstones coming up too. I know you've got brownstones. Yeah. Brown. BW. I've got BW here. William. TOW. You could have a tow truck company as well. There could be somebody who has a tow truck company. There's a T, a B, and a W, I feel. Significant letters for you. There could be a variety of men that pop into on your radar. No, the live's not skipping, Elaine. No. Should be fine. Thank you, Michi. Thank you, thank you. St. John. I'm not sure about St. John, but ask the audience. Does anybody else know about St. John as a location for dating in that particular area? I feel like there's probably a lot of farming guys, white guys, pickup trucks. Just give me 2 seconds, guys. I'm going to just turn on the AC and close the window. I'm back. Okay. Thank you, Mystique. October to October. I mean, if you've been paying off your car note regularly, you should be up to the 700s in your credit score. I mean, I've got a credit card in the US, and I built this credit card score just by paying, just for spending a little bit on the credit card and paying it off every month, and it got up to the 800 and something. So this car note business doesn't make sense to me. if your credit score's screwed and you've been paying it off, it doesn't make sense at all. You're better off building up your credit score like that, like getting a little credit card, putting, you know, just spending, you know, just putting some groceries on it, paying it off straight away before the month end, and you'll end up going right up. Your credit score will keep going up. That's what I do, and it's already up to 800 and something. So that's the trick with the credit score, unless you've got really bad credit and you've done something very, you know, tricky in the past. Okay. Oh, you think you're going to go to California next year? Okay. Thanks, Michi, for the moderation. Okay. You can also get a debit card that looks like a credit card, and that is actually how I first started doing it at Wells Fargo. So you don't have to put $250 down or anything like that. No, you can just, it acts like a credit card, but it's a debit card, and it can build your credit score for you. Yeah, I don't know. I think you need to really sort this out, like shop around for some better advice. Call the Ramsey show and ask them what to do. I would do that, because I think the sooner you get your credit score sorted out, the better. You've got a good job and you've got regular income. You shouldn't be in the situation that you're in. Yeah. Okay, October. Let's have a look. There's no Wells Fargo. Well, the Bank of America is another one. You know, you don't have to go through credit unions and these small banks. You can go with the big banks, and they're going to boost up your credit score. Or somebody, you know, might be able to give you some advice here on the chat. Okay. Well, it got hit twice. Because of your mother, or for some other reason? Because at one point you said you paid off the car in full, and then it went backwards. Okay, let's have a look. October to October. Oh, Bank of America got closed down. All the good banks have left Michigan. If anyone else knows, please let Mystique know about this credit situation. Yeah, it doesn't add up for some reason. Yeah, you want to get a good bank that has a lot of locations. There's other banks in America. It's not just those two. Okay, let's have a look. October to October. And Mystique, let's have a look. October. November. Well, you might be getting this relationship November. You've been very patient. You've been really weighing up everything, the pros and cons of everything. And I feel like patience is going to pay off in December. You're going to feel like there's a shift in December, something good happening. You are going to sort out something in October to do with money, finance, contracts, real estate, anything to do with legal matters and financial matters. You might even go and talk to a bank manager and get some proper legal advice or good financial advice about this car note, because these credit unions, I just don't trust them. I think they're just in it for whatever they're in it for. They don't operate like normal banks, and maybe credit score doesn't get pushed because you're with credit unions and not with banks. Yeah. So because it's state to state, I would say go and have a sit down with the bank manager of a new bank and just say, what can you do to get yourself out of this credit history situation? Yeah. I think you're going to get something sorted out this month. You're going to get something done this month. Then we have more spiritual things coming to you. Yeah, I don't know if it's better, Elaine. I don't know. I had dealings with a credit union in Nevada, and I'm just not sure about them. I think sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. Yeah. Depends where you're in. Okay. But the credit score might be hinging off the big banks. You know, you might get a better credit score if you've got something going on with the bigger banks. Like Wells Fargo is a huge bank in America. Bank of America is as well. So, yeah, I would get advice. I would get proper legal and financial advice. Well, it's not necessarily true, Mystique. It depends on what they're offering. They're all after your money. That's what they're doing, and they're charging interest, you know. So it might be easier to go with a credit union, but it might not be better. Okay, so we've got, you don't want to be in debt. You don't want any debts at all. You want to wipe out all debt. Debts don't serve you at all. Yeah, they just don't, especially on assets that decrease in value, like cars. Okay, we've got the High Priestess. Yeah, we've got the High Priestess. Yeah, I would go to a proper bank because credit unions have a different philosophy. I would go to just a regular bank, a good bank, like an older institution, and just get them to give you the breakdown. Oh, you got defaulted. Okay. Well, you know, maybe it can be rectified. Maybe you can go in there and speak to the bank manager and rectify it or something. You know, something needs to be done because you can't keep on just dragging this along, because that car is going to keep you down. It's going to keep you down in the situation. It's not going to help you in any way. Paying big interest on cars and all of that stuff. Yeah, it's not going to help you at all. Okay, so we've got this nice opening with spiritual wisdom popping out in January. I feel like your business is going to really take off January, February. You're going to be feeling like you're on a good wicket and feeling really good about your health also in March. So things are shifting in your favor. So whatever's working for you will be working hopefully by then. A breakthrough, a breakdown, and a break open in April. So you might be really getting rid of what it is that you don't need, just shifting the energy, something that you don't need, don't want, don't feel is, you know, important anymore in April. In May, you've got more money coming in and it's looking good. Work is looking really good. June, you've got an offer, and it could be an offer from a guy. There could be this King of Cups again, this Knight of Cups, King of Cups energy. And you've got the Queen of Cups, which is you, and this attraction in the middle. So I feel like there's a big attraction here, the start of something. It could be a summer love. So you might want to get yourself together 100% for the summer, because it could be that you do get a nice offer from a man, you know, in and around that time. Not saying that you're not going to meet anybody before then, but I feel like in and around that time you could get a very big offer. Success and pride, yes. Relocation home, yes. And stability and growth, yes. All right. Thanks for that, Mystique. All right. Okay. Hi, Lorraine. How are you, my dear? You know, it depends on the bank, it depends on the state, but you've got to work out what you're doing with these people. You know, it's not if it's not fixing your credit score now, then you've got to work something out. That's just basically it. Hi, Cassandra. You like to have many different banks. I agree, Cassandra. I think it's good to have a few different banks, yes. Well, if it's in good standing, why can't you get applied, you know, approved for a rental? You know, you should be getting approved for a rental if it's in good standing. All right. Hi, Lorraine, how are you? 12-month reading. Navy Federal. Okay, Lorraine. 12-month reading, love and work. I want to know if this case will affect my job interview tomorrow. I am applying at a nursing home. Will they give me a chance? Good question. Let's just do a card on that first and then do the 12-month. I would be calling the Ramsey show. They know everything about finance. I know that some people don't like it because it's scary to call them because they call you out on stuff, but I would be calling them if you're stuck with financial issues. Okay. All right, Lorraine. I feel like they will give you a chance. Okay, you are worried though. You are worried, and I don't think it's pinged them, your interviews. I don't think the interviews have been affected by this. Has the arrest pinged the interview people? No, I think you kind of got your you're protected. Your information is protected maybe until they do a background check or something like that. But I would say maybe go down to the courts and say, look, this hasn't even come up. You know, we haven't even gone to the judge yet, and I saw, and you know, and I've already had it be pinged at my workplace. So do something about it. Yeah, they've got to. Yeah, sometimes you've got to fight for your rights if they're not. If things are just kind of like, sometimes in America, you know, somebody can hit one button and then it'll set off a chain of events that are going to be detrimental to your current situation. That's what I noticed in America. Sometimes silly things can happen, like not saying that you're silly, but sometimes just one silly thing can happen, like at a courthouse, and then boom, it all kind of goes into a pear shape. Let's have a look for Lorraine. 12-month reading. 12-month reading, October through to October. October. Okay, we've got this male here again, Lorraine. This male with money. He could be an employer. Yeah, he could be an employer. Have you thought about doing what Michi suggested as well, a one-on-one, and get your register your business and do a one-on-one, because you could get some really good clients in Manhattan. Really good clients. This is what I was seeing, like maybe a man who has pets or something like that. Yeah. Have you gone down that route and had a look at that? That could be a good way to get kind of around this, especially if they're going to ping your record and background. If the background check comes up as in New York as being, you know, being seen, then You might have to go around it by doing it differently, by doing a business, opening up an LLC and doing it that way under a different name. You are going to have romance. Your fear about pregnancy is coming up too. I feel like this man could even be a potential suitor or a husband. I think it's time to shop for a husband and get out of these situations of roommates and issues. Yeah. Your mother in spirit is worried about you. She's sending you a lot of love and light. You've got that moon again, that half moon. So there is change coming up, definitely. There's definitely change coming up. Justice in July, August, September, and peace in October. You are a little bit skittish or a bit worried with the rabbit, like at the moment. You've got some fears here, some fears. But I do feel like things are going to be sorted out, definitely, in October, November. So just get on to all of the free stuff you can get onto. The free lawyers, the help, the assistance and all of that. And get down to the courthouse and just say, look, I've been thrown out of my job because it's been pinged and it, you know, and it hasn't even gone to the judge yet. Yeah. So they need to start reversing things and getting things cleaned up, or this other girl dropped the charges or whatever it is. Okay. You've got some wisdom coming to you and some hidden gems coming to you around December. So you might even be given a piece of jewelry or a gift of some description. There's a lot of romance here. There's a lot of romance coming into the new year. And I do feel like your mother in spirit is trying to send you a husband. I feel like she's saying, you know, enough already. You need protection, like you need some sort of protection, somebody who knows what they're doing. I feel like the guy is older than you. I feel like he's quite well established. I feel like he is, he knows what he's doing. Cycle and change is in the wind with the moon. So March, cycle and change. You might go overseas in April. That's also the palm tree is on the March, April card. So we've got April, the ocean. So you could be going overseas, March, April, on a journey. And then we've got more change here with purity. So if you've been wanting to sort out anything medically, physically, I feel it's going to all be sorted out by May. You've got lucky money coming in. You could get a settlement or some sort of lucky money coming in June, July. You do have the eye of protection here, you know, in August, September. Yeah, somebody's watching out for you, and I feel like you're also watching out for you as well. So there's a lot of change this year, so it's about not getting freaked out, but going with the change, and but working out ways to do things differently, like do the LLC, do things differently, get things, you know, done in the way that you need them to be done, if you know what I mean. Okay, so get the record straight, be politely, you know, assertive, and don't take any nonsense. So if you've got a lawyer that says, oh, I don't know if we can do that, just go get one that says, I know we can do that. That's what we're going to do. Because some lawyers don't want to work either. And some lawyers don't know what they're doing. They're just winging it. So choose your people wisely. You don't know how to do it and you feel like you need money to do it. What's that? The legal stuff? No, you already got some advice in the last chat. Just go back into the last one about Meg said to go down to this office and get this free lawyer and do this and that. She's very good at legal stuff because she's a Libra as well. You can make a flyer business, and Michi as well. She put in her thing for that too. You don't need to save anything to start. You can make a flyer and business cards, and actually you already have sole proprietorship. Okay. You're scared of the background check? Yeah, well, you've got to get the lawyer to get rid of it. Yeah, you've got to get the lawyer to get it off the record because you've lost your job because of it. So you've got to find a different way to get money in the meantime, which is probably doing the LLC, doing the proprietorship. Yeah, so sole proprietorship. You already have sole proprietorship, so you can do it without the LLC. You don't need to even register it. If you make over a certain amount of money, then you have to get a license, I believe, check for your state. You have a misdemeanor, but get the misdemeanor expunged. Yeah, exactly. Just get a good lawyer. Get the right lawyer, go down and get the free lawyers and just say, look, you've been put in this situation and it's not good. And if you need to pay for a good lawyer, do that. I got a really bad driving ticket, a speeding ticket once in a really crappy state that makes you go to court for a speeding ticket. Can you believe that? It was ridiculous. North Carolina, never drive over the limit in North Carolina. They're out around bushes trying to get you everywhere. Yeah, but I ended up just hiring a lawyer and just getting it done, getting them to do it for me. Yeah, but it did cost a bit, but I couldn't stay and go to court because I wasn't going to be in state to do that. Yeah, so sometimes you've got to just get it done quickly. Yeah. Act on it quickly. Yeah, it was something like 20 miles over the limit, and the limit was something like 60 on a freeway or something like that. It was ridiculous. Okay. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? You've got to get out ahead of it, Lorraine. That's what you need to do. That's, for whatever reason, needs to be done. Yeah. Isn't there a website, Michi, that you can do that, the job, like the helping job on? Or did you just do how did you do leaflets and flyers? Where do you put them in the supermarket or something? I'm good, thanks, Michi. I'm good. Mystique, you need to have a sit down with somebody high up in a bank that's not trying to sell you stuff. Yeah. There is a website as well, yeah. Get yourself on a website for home help people. You looked online, okay. All right. Or a good accountant, Michi, who's going to tell you what's what. You can get free advice on the Ramsey Show. You can get free advice, yeah. You get it expunged, Lorraine, totally, get it off. You don't need it on your record. Care.com, also connect to Medicare to see about becoming an individual provider. Good advice, Michi, thank you for that. Don't speak to your sister, don't go to family members or friends. Go to people who know what they're talking, you know, that are not going to judge you. No, don't talk to your sister, no. You don't go to a teller, you've got to go to a manager or speak to an accountant, and they'll tell you how to do it. I wouldn't go to any family member at all. Okay, Michi is saying that way you make your own money and get paid bi-weekly by Medicare, no problem. Excellent. There you go, Lorraine. Yep, there you go. There you go. You get it sorted out, Mystique. I have faith in you, 100%. You'll get it sorted out. It just needs to get sorted out. Otherwise, you're not going to get your own apartment. Yeah, if the apartments were removed because of your thing, then, you know, your credit score, then that's not a good thing. Okay, let's do a pick a card collective with Amira's Love Oracle cards. These cards are still available. I think there's only a few decks left. The link should be in the bio. I'm not selling them, but there is a seller on Amazon selling them. Now you need proper legal accountancy advice. Stuff that's going to help you know how to navigate the system. Not just people who work in people who've worked their way up. A lot of these people don't know everything. Okay. All right, let's have a look at pick a card. We're going to do 3 selections for a love oracle. And see what's in store for the collective. Pick a card 1, 2, or 3 for the love reading, love oracle. We've got 1, 2, and 3. Number 1, we've got the fair male underneath, somebody lighter than darker for their cultural background. Meeting this person maybe at work or through your work or their work. Could be a true gem potential. You might be wearing gemstones, crystals, and jewelry to attract abundance and love. And I'm getting the word adventure. Adventurine, it might be. Could be also rose quartz, amethyst, also red, a garnet. I'm also getting the word agate. There's a lot of crystals and jewelry. Maybe the guy's into crystals, or girl or guy is into crystals, jewelry, or gemstones. There's a destined lucky chance of meeting this person, and it's a past life connection. You've been together before in past lives, and there could be somebody around him that could be trying to interfere with your relationship or trying to block the connection, but I don't feel like it's going to work. We've also got the dark male here, so I feel like there's 2 different guys. One of them's got children and one of them hasn't. There's lots of opportunities here for group number 1. There's lots of offers, opportunities, dating, also gifts as well. Gemstones, crystals, and jewelry, I feel like have a lot of impact here with this particular group. So whether you're using them, they're using them, there's something going on with crystals and jewelry, or they're working in that business or industry. Yeah. So saying that there's opportunities and offers for group number 1, more than one offer, and abundance. Okay, group number 2, friendship introductions, mature man, somebody mature for his age, not necessarily mature in age, but there could be an age difference. Twin flame connection, Feeling like there is a very nice flow with this person. It's effortless, karmic, spiritual, but karmic in a good way. It's leading to wining and dining and dating. This person is single, and there's a feeling of it being easy. There's an easiness here with this. He or she might be spiritually aligned or feel connected to you spiritually for whatever reason. There's a dancing element here as well, or being seen, or feeling like this person has noticed you. Somebody who lives close by, neighbors, neighborhood, somebody close by, okay? I've got something to do with car dealerships coming up, or something to do with vehicles and cars associated with this person. They might have a son as well. So we've got two men here, mature and young male, soulmate. One of them might be a twin flame and the other one a soulmate. There could also be two men here for group number 2, or two partners. One of them is foreign. They have a foreign background. They weren't born in your country, or they're from a different cultural background. Interesting. But I feel like it's fun and games for group number 2. Yep, fun and games. Group number 3. We've got family. Family matters coming to the forefront. Could be something to do with a brunette female in your family. Could be that you feel a bit devastated because of her, or she's done something, or there's something that's happened in and around with this woman. She could have interfered with past relationships. I feel it's more like something to do with a family member has interfered with past relationships. You've got a new love coming in, group number 3, but the karma's being released with this person. You've kind of worked out what she's been doing. Could be a mother, a sister, a cousin, an aunt, or even just some sort of a friend around the family. You've got a new love coming in, new passion, new attraction. It might come in very quickly, like you feel like it's time. It could come in also as something that doesn't look very settled or permanent at the time, but that doesn't mean that it's not. That is something that you're going to have to look into. There's a connection with this person to do with property and real estate. They could live in a single family home, a freestanding home, house, not in an apartment, I'm feeling quite strongly, or they own property. Okay. Blonde female. Could be you dyeing your hair blonde, lighter, wearing a wig, going blonder or red. Okay, you've got the Ice King here. He's somebody who's an entrepreneur, a boss, a father figure, somebody who knows what he's doing, knows what he wants. He does want a serious relationship. Yeah. The third party, I feel, is the family. Family member, family, or somebody who's like a family member, could be blonde or brunette, but somebody in and around the family. So that person there is to be, it's a forewarning type of thing. So I feel like if that person has meddled in your business in the past, not to tell them what you're doing in the present. This man's coming in and he's going to be protective. He is going to be committed as well. Committed and protective. And I feel like he's got some sort of property and real estate situation up his sleeve. He might work alone. He might also work from home. Okay. Excellent, Mystique. Excellent. Thanks, Tamika. Spot on. Yeah, I was thinking about you when you said group number 3. I was thinking, oh, this might resonate with Tamika because of the family. Hope the family trip went okay. All right, let's have a look. Hi, Black China. How are you, my dear? Welcome back. What will my love life be like in 2026? Oh, good question. Good question. Love life for Black China 2026. Let's have a look. Hello, my dear. How are you? Welcome, welcome. What state are you in, Black China? I've forgotten what state you're in, or city. (2026) love life for Black China. I think you're in New York. I think you said New York before. Just checking. Tuning into your energy. Okay, lots of messages, news, and chatting with somebody. So there's lots of chats going on. You're using your higher wisdom to guide you in the right direction. There is some sort of, oh, you're in Louisiana. Nice, nice city, Shreveport, nice city. You are transforming yourself. You're doing something, maybe with your teeth, maybe with your smile. You might be doing a Hollywood smile or something like that. You could be doing a body, face, or hair transformation. There's something going on here. You're transforming your love life as well. You will have somebody who is loyal, determined, and you're going to do things in a way that is going to be more giving you the upper hand with the wolf, coming in from a position of more power or stealth, like a lioness. Okay, challenges, achievements with the mountain, sweetness, romance. So finally you feel like you're overcoming some sort of a challenge that you've been confronted with in the romantic zone, and it's going to reap rewards. Whatever you've been attracting will accept you for how you are and who you are, and you might be attracting, you know, somebody different to what you would normally go for. I do see a trip with this person. I do see it's protected as well, and it's going to open up more opportunities for you for home arrangements, living opportunities in and around your home. You might even meet them at somebody's home or inside a garden, a gate, a gated community. I'm also seeing a golf buggy. So it could be in and around a golf community or a country club or something like that, a gated community. Or they might live there. So that's an indication for you, but they're going to bring more opportunities into your life for you. So it could be just the right kind of match that you've been waiting for or that you've been looking for. Yeah. So if you're not happy with any current situations, you might be looking for a different one in a different location. Okay. Shreveport is nice. Okay, Mystique. Any details about my husband I'm going to be with? Future husband for Mystique. You need a man in a gated community. Yeah, exactly, Elaine. With a pool. Yeah. With a swimming pool. Okay, Elaine. Let's have a look at Mystique. Any details about my husband I'm going to be with? Husband energy for Mystique, future husband for Mystique. Any suggestions, information? Okay. Well, the person is going to be stable and secure. They're not going to be an insecure guy. So insecure guys make you feel insecure. They don't give you the security that you need and you want. So they're going to be secure. You are going to make a life-changing decision, and it's going to take you in a direction. So this person has resources. They're strong. They could be actually physically strong. They could be a little bit bigger than smaller in size, like in height-weight ratio. You do have people who want to keep you down. This is the whole thing. You've got the eye, protection, new love, somebody completely new that you haven't known before, met before, etc. Could have some Leo there in his chart as well, somebody quite strong and successful. There will be jealousy and gossip, so that is also a precursor to say don't tell anybody about it. Don't let it leak out beyond your daughter. You're going to keep the protection going with the magic. Yeah, you're going to keep the protection going with the magic. You are going to manifest the wife position and also have success with that. It's somebody completely new. What is he like? He's strong. He could be quite heavy or thick in build. He's successful. He might come at you as a surprise. You might not see him coming, which is a good thing. He's not going to be one of these guys at work who drives buses or anything like that. Nothing like that. He's going to be a totally different type of person. Somebody very resourceful, strong, secure of themselves, and who gives you also that sense of security. And you're going to be steering clear of any of the psychos and the dusties. They're all gone. The ex-husband was a psycho and the rest of them are dusties. Yeah, they're all going to be gone. You're steering clear of all of them. You're going to sense it within a minute, you know. Okay. You've been laying low. Yeah. Well, you need a guy who's resourceful. Otherwise, what good is he? You know, what good is he if he's not resourceful? Men are meant to be resourceful. That's what they're there for. If they're not resourceful, then they're not adding value to your life at all. No way. All right, everyone. I'll keep it open for any last minute super chats and then we'll close. Last call. Yeah, you don't want to date down. You want to date up. Mystique. Yeah. And getting it more into your feminine energy will help you with that. But at the moment you're in survival mode, so that's why you've been attracting men in survival mode. You need to get out of survival mode and into also your own sense of security and stability as well, because that's going to attract somebody a little bit more secure or a lot more secure and stable. So getting out of your own survival mode is going to help. Yeah. All of these guys from the past don't need to be considered at all. They're all just dusties or psychos. Yeah. And by the time you're in your 40s, you're going to attract men who have already made it. You know, if they haven't made it by 40, then they're never going to make it. You know, so a man who hasn't got himself established by 40, 45 is never going to make it. Yep. Look, guys are going to come at you because you're going to help them, because you're an empath. You don't need to help anyone. No, they're just going to take your energy. So you need somebody who's got the, you know, that's got his life sorted out. Could be somebody, you know, close to 50 or in his 50s. But he looks good. I feel like he looks good for his age. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not, it's not the Sag, not at all. Oh, your father figure got angry very quickly because you didn't stay at his house. Oh my God. That's strange. Yeah, they've got a lot of fire, your family, haven't they? They're very fiery. But I'm glad it went well. Did we do a last call? Sorry if I repeat myself. Oh, I did a last call, yeah. I'm going to leave the chat open for 30 seconds and then close. I hope you all have a great rest of your day or night, wherever you happen to be, and thank you for the amazing presence that you bring to the chat. Yeah, helping everybody out. Oh, Mystique. Good things coming. Welcome, Tamika. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Michi, for the moderation. Okay, good things coming for... I might do some different cards. Good things coming for Mystique. You like the last call. Love you too, love you too. Love you too, Michi, and everybody else. Okay. All right, Mystique. Good things coming. Thank you, Mystique. Thank you so much. I'm going to get your candle moving soon as well. Good things coming for Mystique. Good things coming. What do we need? We need 4, 5, 5. Lovers. Could even have another Gemini connection, a different one. You might hear from the Gemini, but you might have a Gemini connection. Somebody who gives you some sort of support. There is some support coming to you. There's more money coming in. There's somebody giving you some sort of financial support, or more financial support's coming. There's a new road opening for you definitely here to create more financial abundance, success financially. And you might even have another earth sign as well. I'm not going to say you're going to have the same as the ones before, because I think they're different. They're going to be different. You have been, you know, a lot of this has been testing your patience, but behind it here, there's like a crown that's sort of rising in the sun there. So your patience is being tested, you're being protected, you've got angel protection. And I feel like you're going to feel a lot better once you do leave. Yeah, once you go, once you leave, once you're out, once you've moved on. Yeah, you're going to feel a lot better. I've got a B initial as well. And if you're, you know, your girlfriend's getting married, but she said she wants you to live with her, if she's offering you a job, you know, getting you a job down there and not having to pay rent at all, that could also be an opener. But you don't want to go to Alabama, you don't like it. And there's too much going on right now. I feel like you're starting to get things worked out. You've got more money coming in. There's definitely a trip coming up. So that could be the trip to California. Yeah, that could be a leap of faith, a new trip, somewhere that you've wanted to go to for some time. You've also got a really nice abundance of finances here with the Ace of Pentacles. So you're going to work out your finances. Your finances are going to work, you are going to work them out one way or the other. They are going to be sorted out. So that's positive. Positive, positive. Thank you, thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hi, Lorraine. Do I have to move from my apartment by the end of the month? Okay. I don't think so. I feel like you're overthinking, in a sense. Let's have a look. Unless you want to move or leave, I feel like you don't need to. You're going to speak to the landlord and the boss and something to do with the contract. I feel like you're also going to get some money from unfair dismissal. Yeah, unfair dismissal. Yeah, that's for sure. All of these things take time, but once they're done, they're done. You can do them quite quickly. I feel like you're going to get stuff done quite quickly. Do you have to leave your apartment by the end of the month? Or are you going to leave your apartment by the end of the month? It's giving me a no, but unless you want to leave, I don't think you will have to leave. If you're sharing any fridge or something with that woman, just be careful she doesn't put something in your food. I'm just picking that up. I don't want to be alarmist or anything, but just be careful. Yep. I don't know what her problem is. Yeah, I don't know what her problem is with you, but it's definitely uncalled for. Has he promised you free rent for the next month? Oh, he helped you move out of that apartment into a different one. So you're not in the same apartment, but a different room. Okay. Okay, good. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were in the same apartment, but just a different room, or you were in a completely different apartment. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good, Mystique. You can feel your energy shifting when you get the candle work done. Good. I don't think you're going to have to move, Lorraine. No. So try not to over panic. Just take things one step at a time. Just, yeah, it could be reversed though. You might get it reversed, the effect on your job. So there's a way around it. Yeah, there's a way around it. I would be getting onto things legally and getting it expunged immediately. And maybe getting this girl to like drop charges. But it might have gone too far. Now that it's gone to the courts, it might have gone too far. So, yeah. Anyway, wishing you all the very, very best. Lots of love and blessings moving forward. I'm sure everything's going to be fine in the end. Okay, my dears, lots of love and blessings. Take care. Ciao for now. Have a great rest of your day or night.